Once upon a time, there was a farm run entirely by animals. The owners had given up on trying to rule the land, so the animals were left to their own devices. This led to the establishment of an authoritarian communist state with 5 commandments which all the animals lived by. The commandments were vague, but strictly enforced. In this blossoming socialist utopia lived a hare named Sasha and a tortoise named Chuck. They bumped into one another whilst milling around in the garden one day. "You have the most beautiful patterns on your shell. They match your eyes." "Thanks. I got the pattern at Nordstrom Rack. It was cheap and good looking." "Really? I love the Rack." Sasha and Chuck bonded over their mutual love of discounted designer clothing. "Are you sure these triangle shapes don't make my butt look wider?" "It was on clearance for a reason, Chuck." The rest of the animals in the commune began to take notice of this unusual relationship. Most of them did not approve. The wise old owl was the most outspokenly opposed. This interspecies relationship is unnatural. It violates the very foundation of the 5 commandments. The town began to conspire against Chuck and Sasha. They called a public intervention with the entire commune in attendance. "What you two are doing is sick. Sickos. Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean it's wrong." Chuck and Sasha fled the community that day. They left for 10 years. In that time, Sasha opened his own 80s new wave themed gym, and Chuck opened a can of creamed crab dip. They returned a decade later to find that the animal commune had seen the error of its ways. There was a blossoming interspecies relationship community, and they were socially accepted. Change at last! Wait, change into what?